Hello, hello, my friends. AmyR here with Prairie Paper and Ink. Welcome back to my face and my card making space. And a rather simple card with an interactive element using a couple of the items that came out as add-ons to the Simon Says Stamp June 2026 card kit. I've had many requests. That kit sold out. Sold out, sold out. It's gone. However, most of the elements are available separately. And then there were several other like add-ons. So things have arrived. I've started making and all of that. Just, I'm only one person. But this one uses a couple of the elements that were the little add-ons, and I had fun. I had fun. So everything I used will be listed and linked in the description box below the video. My links are affiliate links. That just means that if you click on one of my links and end up placing an order, I do get a little kickback from that at no extra cost to you. That is what helps keep the lights on, pays the bills, enables me to keep bringing out content. And yeah, let's get into making this card. So first off, I took some cream cardstock and I die cut it with one of the A2 Postage Rectangles wafer dies. And then this stencil set is the Spotlight Burst Trio of stencils. And I'm going to use the largest one on this background because I thought it'd be just add a little fun element. So I'm going to use it with this Simon Says Stamp gold sparkle paste. I've had it sitting here for ages. And like I tell everyone, use your pastes because they don't last forever. They will dry up in the container, you know? So do as I say, not as I do, because I have more paste than I'll ever, ever manage to use, but getting there. So I applied the paste over the stencil with a palette knife. And then as soon as I was done, removed the stencil, cleaned off the stencil, my palette knife, and we're good to go. And then I just need to let this dry. This did dry quite quickly. I was kind of impressed because that's another reason sometimes I don't use paste because I'm impatient. I can't help myself. Anyway, while it was drying, I die cut just a bunch of cardstock in rainbow colors using the Prize Ribbon wafer die set. So pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. I'll link to all the cardstocks I used. I used mostly Simon cardstocks, other than just like the blue and the purple were Spellbinders. But like dull pink, orange peel, bright yellow, green leaf, and then Spellbinders, Cosmic Sky, and Lilac. And then I'm actually going to pull in some gold as well because once I started, I couldn't stop. But for the center of the ribbon, I die cut the circle from white cardstock, and then I just taped it in place in my MISTI so that it won't move, and stamped the heart from the coordinating. There's a coordinating set that goes with that prize ribbon wafer die, the prize ribbon sentiments, which love. I honestly, when I first saw, like before I received the products, when I first saw the prize ribbon, I was kind of like, okay, I wasn't feeling it. And then once I actually had it in my hands, I was like, oh, this is fun. I have more ideas than I know what to do with. And this first one was just, I had to do it. So I stamped the heart with Simon Sweets ink. And then over it, I stamped the word bravo with the VersaFine Claire Nocturne ink. And then I set all that aside because I need to finish the inside of my card. There was, as usual, a method to my madness. So my card base is a top folding A2 white note card, 4¼ by 5½ inches. I've opened it up, and on the inside of the card, I've applied just a piece of Post-it tape right where the score line is so I don't get ink past the score line. And then I'm going to use the smallest and the medium of the Spotlight Burst Trio stencils to just add more color and more like design to the inside of the card and to bring in all of those like rainbow colors. So I'm using various Simon Pawsitively saturated inks. All of these inks are quite intense and vibrant on their own. And I didn't want the color to be super saturated since this is the inside of the card and I want to write over it. So I just use my little Pink Fresh, not little, these are the big Pink Fresh brushes that with a lighter hand, you can get a much lighter effect with these. You can do this with any brushes. I just like these ones because the way they're so fluffy, it's just a lot you have to apply more. Does that make sense? Like, I don't have to think very hard when I'm doing this because I've talked about this. I have a very heavy hand. It's just the way I am. So I like tools and things that kind of take that effort out for me. So anywho, in between the colors, I'm cleaning off the stencil. I have this big spray bottle that's clearly marked alcohol. It's got 70% isopropyl alcohol in it, which you can get at like any pharmacy, whatever. I use that spray bottle and a microfiber cloth to clean my stencils and my glasswork surface, and that's it. Do not use alcohol on your photopolymer stamps, your photopolymer grip mats, your red rubber stamps. Over time, that alcohol can permeate through that and wreck. Like it will start to eat away at your photopolymer stamps and grip mats and the rubber. It can ruin them. So I just cannot make that clear enough. So I keep that bottle very labeled so I know when I grab it, I'm not grabbing the wrong thing. But it's awesome for stencils. You can clean these inks off with like water. The alcohol is just faster, because it evaporates really quickly. That's why I do it. So I can, jump around and clean things and just go on about my life. And are we noticing the pattern here? Amy doesn't have patience. So yeah, that's why I do what I do. So anywho, I'll have all the ink colors listed that I use, but I use Sweets, Grapefruit, Sunbeam, Perfection, Cadet, and Clematis. So pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Just fun. And while this stencil is called like Spotlight Burst, my brain immediately thinks like fireworks, So I used, the large one on the front of what will be the front of the card, more to like emphasize the prize ribbon. But then on the inside, this is what I was kind of picturing is just, a rainbow of fireworks. And then it just goes with the sentiment I'm going to use too. So after I applied all of my inks onto the inside, I'm going to put this in my MISTI and I'm going to stamp that hard again just because I liked it. And because I centered that one yellow like firework on the center, it just works. So I'm going to stamp that hard again with the Sweets ink. And then I'm going to stamp a sentiment from the prize ribbon sentiments. And it just says, you won my heart. So now you guys kind of get like the ribbon says like, bravo. And then the inside, you won my heart. I couldn't not. I thought it was adorable. So I'm going to stamp that with the black ink. So now that the inside of the card is complete, I can adhere my panel that I stenciled. I put Simon's Big Momma foam tape on the back of it, stuck that to my card front so that I can stick this in my splat box and add some splatter. I could have left it off, kept it a little more clean and simple, but you guys know I love splatter. I only did black. I did think about like white splatter and gold splatter. I could have, honestly, but I just stuck with the black. So Simon's Positively Perfect Black Splatter Medium. Stirred it up really well. Dipped my fan brush in it. Added what I still consider a demure amount. For me, this is a very demure amount of splatter. And then I decided to die cut some scraps of Simon's Gold Glitter cardstock with one of the ribbon tails dies, just to fill it out even more and again, bring in a little bit more of the gold. So now I'm just assembling everything. Super easy to make this. I glued everything together. I could have popped things up with foam tape as well, but we're going to use another little element to pop things up and bring in some extra interest. So I'm being really careful as I'm adhering this because some of the larger black splatters are not fully dry yet, but again, I was impatient. And I wanted to see this all come together because in my head I was like, oh, this should work. Hopefully. So adhered the ribbon tails, like from cardstock, and just taped these ones together because I kind of liked how I had them laid out and it was just easier this way. So just use my washi tape and then I'm going to glue those into place as well. So these are all just glued down flat to the card front. And then the main portion of the ribbon, I pulled out one of these little charm spinners. Simon Says Stamp brought these out months ago. They were sold out, back in stock, sold out, back in stock. I finally got my hands on some, and I've had them sitting here. And these things are tiny, like very hard to show on camera, but they're metal. And they spin like crazy. So you can adhere them However works for you. If you use liquid glue, you just gotta have patience and let it really, really fully dry. I really hate using liquid glue with non-porous things like metal, plastic, etc. I will avoid it if at all costs because one, you gotta let it dry forever. It takes a long time and I'm impatient. But also I just don't think that liquid glue holds properly. And especially over something that is meant for movement like this, that's gonna be like actively interacted with. So I prefer like what I call the dry adhesives, like score tape, glue dots, etc., foam dots, that sort of thing. So I used just micro glue dots, and it worked perfectly, that I had in my stash. I'll have a link to them. And I attached the spinner to the back of the ribbon piece with the micro dots and attached it to the card front with the micro dots. And this thing spins like crazy. And it's just fun. So there's all sorts of ways you can do spinner elements on cards. There's different products. There's ways to just die cut and use. Um, just there's a million options to do it. It just is super, super fast and convenient. I'm going to have to get more of these little spinners because I knew once I got them, I was like, it's one of those things. Once you start, you can't stop. So this is kind of a large element for the spinner. So I did make sure to get it very centered as well because that die cut ribbon portion is so big. So I made sure to get the spinner like right in the center so that it's not like lopsided. And yeah. So then my final little embellishment were some Positively Dazzling gems. I used the cool tones and the warm tones, which as always on camera look a little weird, but when I tilt and light, you can see the color a bit better. And then of course my lighting went completely weird at the very end, but yeah, that's for editing me to just not do anything about, because y'all, I already gave the card away. So the unpaid intern got this card. I made it for him because I just thought it was adorable and kind of like sarcastic in a sense. Like, here's your prize. It is what it is. And it spins. So it's fun. Anyway, that was a card. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for hanging out with me and thumbs upping and commenting. It does help a ton and I very much appreciate it. And I will see you all very soon in the next video. Bye. Thank you so much to my amazing Patreon supporters. For anyone that might be interested in joining my Patreon community and supporting me, the link to my Patreon is in the description box below the video. For everyone else, as always, thank you all so much for taking the time to watch my videos, for thumbs upping, commenting, subscribe if you haven't, I'd love to have you. And here's a couple other videos for you to check out in case you missed them. Bye!